You know, a lot of people, you would say, well, that means he was hard to get along with. Well, not really. Not really. I mean, as long as it was treated fairly, and that it always boils down to the money. You know, you don't want to draw a big house, and you're talking about Iron Claw. I'm in Dallas, Texas, 1978. Austin Idol was really just hatched. He was just a kind of a baby guy, Austin Idol. But I was getting it together quickly. I'm out in Texas. I did not like that working environment whatsoever, and I knew I'm getting out of here. I didn't like it at all. I said, I'm not even going to do it. I'm getting out of here. And we were in Dallas that night, the Sportatorium. It was a double main event. Billy Graham and Ken Patera were in a weightlifting contest, and I was wrestling Red Bastien, who was the talent coordinator / booker. It's a double main event. That's how it was in the program. That's how it was hyped on television. In Dallas, they would pay you cash that night. And the house is packed. I mean, it really is a packed house, and Billy Graham and Patera had a really good thing going. I mean, they really, really, really did. And I'm wrestling the booker, Idol versus Red Bastien. And so I'm looking at the house. It's a big house. And I know what I should be making, realizing that the payoff's going to be split, 4 ways. So double main. So I got my payoff. And I think back then, in 1978, it was like $400. And I knew I was getting ripped. I knew I was getting ripped. So I went to Red Bastien, and I said, hey, Red, there's been a mistake here. He said, what do you mean? I said, I got $400 on a house like this? He said, well, yeah, that's it. I said, Red, this is a double main event. He said, no, not really. Not really. That's just how we put it in the programs and made it like on TV, but not really. It was a single main event with Billy and Patera. I said, no, it was a double main event, and you owe me money, and you do. He said, look, I can't pay you any more money. You'll have to take it up with Fritz Von Erich. This was before cell phones. We didn't have cell phones. There was a phone booth right outside of the Sportatorium. And I had Fritz's number, and I knew he wasn't going to give me any extra money, but I already had my mind made up. I'm out of here, unless he does, which I knew that with his massive ego he's not going to do it. So after I got my shower, got my clothes on, I go over to the phone booth. I call Fritz from the phone booth, and it's probably 10:30 at night, and he's not happy. As soon as he answers the phone, hello, real rough and gruff. Hello. So I'm real nice. I said, Fritz, Austin Idol, sorry to be calling you this time of night and disturb you, but Fritz, there's been a mistake on my payoff for tonight. What is it? I said, well, I only got $400. Double main event, the house is packed. That's all you're getting. I said, well, Fritz, it should be more, at least double. It's not going to happen. Right? So I know. So, John, I really wanted to go out with a bang. So I said, well, Fritz, I'll tell you what. I'm going to have to give you an ultimatum. Either you're going to pay me the difference or I'm going to walk out of here effective immediately. What do you want to do, Fritz? Well, you can't have any more money. And if you walk out of here, you'll never work anywhere ever again. And I hung up on him.
Wow.
Yeah, I gave Fritz Von Erich ultimatum. Yeah, I loved it too. Because I knew he wouldn't sleep that night. With an ego like that would bother him probably for quite a while. Can you believe what he did? He gave me an ultimatum. Who does he think he is? He's never going to work again. Well, I was booked in Portland, Oregon the next day.
Wow. Unbelievable. Well, I love, though, that most guys probably wouldn't say anything. You know what I mean?
No, I could say nothing. No, they're not going to say anything. That's why I was a rogue.